Red Bull finished Saturday's test runs once again on top of the timing charts as Sergio Perez ensured the team made the fastest runs on the opening and closing day of the week in Bahrain. The Mexican driver was top of the timing boards after a strong afternoon in the car capped off a strong week for Red Bull that sees many tipping them as the early favourites going into the opening race of the season next weekend. Perez's teammate, reigning champion Max Verstappen, took top spot in 2 of the 3 sessions that he ran in this week, coming second to Zhou Guanyu in the other. And team boss Christian Horner was among many cooing about the Dutch driver after his initial runs in the Bahrain International Circuit. He is in a stage of his career where his confidence is very high. He has got that experience and he just gets it and turns it on, said the Red Bull boss. You saw that from the very first lap on the very first day of testing. He is in good shape, he is physically in great shape, and he's excited to start the season. The Saturday started for Mercedes with the news that the team had been forced to hold an emergency meeting on Friday night after struggles with reliability and pace on their second day of testing. Toto Wolff had already admitted that the early running in the heat of Bahrain on Friday had seen the W14 struggling with balance issues, causing Lewis Hamilton to lose time and performance, while George Russell suffered a hydraulic problem in the cooler evening session that limited his running to just 26 laps. The Silver Arrows trackside engineer Andrew Chauvelin admitted that the team has some investigations going on to understand why this had been such a challenge at the end of the day on Friday, with pictures appearing on social media of the team conducting an emergency meeting at the end of the session. George Russell added to the negativity around the team, saying, "If I had to tell you how it is going to pan out next week, I reckon we are going to be a little bit behind Red Bull. They are in a strong state at the moment, but we haven't unlocked everything yet," before adding, "I would like to think eventually we will be catching them back up." Both Hamilton and Russell, however, had a marked improvement on the final day of testing, helping to ease some of the pressure on the team as they look to work through Friday's struggles. The 7-time world champion finishing second fastest on Saturday behind the Red Bull of Perez. Valtteri Bottas finished third on the timing charts and first perhaps in the helmet design this week, with the Ferraris of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz wrapping up the top 5, despite journalist Will Buxton claiming the Scuderia are way off the pace of the Red Bulls already. While preparations continued on track for the new season, off the track rumours were swirling around another new team looking to join the grid for 2025 or most likely 2026, with F2 and F3 team Hitech registering their interest to join the elite ranks of F1. The Hitech team was mentioned in German media outfits as a possible suitor for the AlphaTauri team, with Red Bull Racing allegedly looking to sell off their sister F1 team to the right bidder, although that talk has now been quashed. And Hitech have now officially registered their own interest, much like Andretti Racing have done, to become part of the F1 grid. The FIA and F1 must now decide who, if any, of the interested teams are worthy of making the jump to motor racing's top tier.